What if I told you that you could use simple AI-generated videos to build a huge income stream on YouTube? I know, it sounds almost too good to be true, but the potential is absolutely staggering. And today, we're going to break down exactly how people are doing it. You're looking at this number and probably thinking, no way. But yeah, it's real. Some YouTube channels making these super simple AI quote videos are pulling in over $22,000 a month. That is not a typo. And this is all from content that's, believe it or not, pretty quick to make. But this is where it gets really weird. You can have two channels that look basically identical. Same style, same vibe, same everything. Yet one is making a fortune, and the other is totally demonetized, earning zero. So what on earth is going on here?
All right, let's solve this mystery. We're going to walk through the whole process, step by step, of how these videos are made. And more importantly, we are going to uncover that one little secret that makes all the difference between success and failure.
And this is what's so wild, right? You look at a monetized channel, and then you look at a demonetized one, and you can barely tell them apart. But underneath the surface, there's one tiny critical detail that most people completely miss, and it changes everything. So to figure out what that secret is, we've got to first understand how these videos are actually put together. It turns out it's a pretty straightforward four-step process that the successful creators are all using. Okay, so here's the game plan. First, you get your quotes. Second, you create a character, an avatar. Third, you make that character talk. And fourth, you put it all together and make it look nice in an editor. That's pretty much it, just four simple steps. So step one is maybe the easiest part of the whole thing. You literally just pop over to ChatGPT and say, hey, give me some popular inspirational quotes. You'll get stuff like this, classic proverb. And boom, in a couple of minutes, you've got scripts for dozens of videos. All right, step two is where we get visual. We need a character, right? So you'll use a tool like Leonardo AI. The goal here is just to get a really nice photorealistic image that's looking right at you. Once you have it, you just clean it up a bit, upscale it, pop out the background, and drop it onto a standard 1920 by 1080 canvas in something like Canva. Super simple. Now for the really fun part, step three. We're gonna make our character talk. There are services out there like Studio DID that make this crazy easy. You just upload your image, paste in the quote, pick a voice you like, and bam, the AI generates a talking video. It really feels like magic the first time you see it. And finally, step four, we make it look professional. You'll jump into a video editor. CapCut is a great free one. It has this awesome auto caption feature, so you add your text, pick a cool font, maybe add some little fading animations to the words in the background. It's these little touches that make the whole thing feel way more dynamic. Okay, so now you know the recipe for making the video. But that doesn't solve our big mystery, does it? We're back to that $1 million or, $20,000 question. Why does one channel make bank while another one gets shut down? Let's crack this thing open. I mean, just think about what we just did. The script? AI. The image? AI. The voice and the animation? AI. It feels like the whole thing is on autopilot. So what's that one missing piece of the puzzle? That thing that separates the winners from the losers? Okay, here it is. The whole thing comes down to two simple words: reused content. This is a huge deal for YouTube. It's the #1 reason these AI channels get shut down, and if you don't understand it, you're toast. But if you do, well, that's the key to everything. So here is how YouTube sees it. If you're just using the same scripts and the same generic robot voices as everyone else, they're going to flag you for reused content. It looks low effort. But if you start making original stuff, like your own unique character, and this is the big one, you add your own value to it, suddenly you're in the original content club. And that is the dividing line. And once you get that, it all clicks into place. This isn't about not using AI. It's about using AI smartly, using it to create something that's genuinely yours, something YouTube actually wants to reward. So what does that look like? Well, it's basically two rules. Rule one, add some variation. Don't just have a static image. Use an animated background, maybe make the character subtly move. Show YouTube you put in some effort. And rule two, and listen up, because this is the most important part, add value. Don't just have the character say the quote. Take 20 seconds and explain what it means. Where did it come from? That simple act changes your video from reused to original. Honestly, that's the whole secret right there. If your video looks and feels like a carbon copy of 10 others, you're playing with fire. But if you just put in that little bit of extra work, add some movement, add your own little explanation, you're signaling to the YouTube algorithm, hey, I made something new here. And that is what gets you paid.
All right, let's bring it all home. When you boil everything we've talked about down to one single idea, what's the actual key to making this model work?
It's this. The magic isn't in the AI tools themselves. Nope. The winning formula is using those amazing tools and then adding you to the mix. Your creativity, your unique spin. The AI can build the house, but you're the one who has to furnish it and make it a home.
So there you have it. You now have the exact formula. You know the secret that separates the channels making thousands from the ones making absolutely nothing. The tools are right there, the method is clear. So, the only question left is, what are you going to go create?